What's up, everyone? Hope everyone is doing amazing today. So today, I want to speak on how to maintain consistency in your TikTok ads. Well, guys, you need to understand that consistency and TikTok ads together, it's kind of complicated. A lot of people, they send me messages, they send me, hey, my product is either not making sales, or it's either making sales, but not a lot, or it's, little by little dying out. There's so many complaints that I receive about TikTok every single day. But the thing is, there's a solution for everything. And that's what we are going to tackle today. I'm going to explain this carefully so you can understand. So the first thing that we will need to focus on is firstly, is crucial to identify the underlying issue. So what is the problem? We need to see what is the problem. After that, we need to look at, once you pinpoint the problem, the solution becomes clear. So after that, let's say you have the problem and you know what it is and you know how to put a finger on it, then how can you resolve it? And you will understand how to resolve your problem. So we're going to look at how to identify your problem and how to solve it, because a lot of people, they just try a bunch of different things, but they don't take the time to analyze what's the problem. Before we start diving in, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. It is very important. We're making 3 videos every single day. We're making this for you guys, for you to learn. Nobody is talking about TikTok, about product research, about Facebook, about all of those things as much as us. And we're just happy to do it. We're happy to grow this community. We're happy to have you guys, watching those videos, and we truly want to be transparent. That's why we don't edit our videos. That's why we keep it the way they are, because I want you guys to see my true self. I want you guys to see, like, how do I speak, how do I interact, and what do I think. Sometimes the words that I use are not the best, but that's part of not editing your videos. And I don't care how you see me, but at least what I care is that you see me the way I am, and I'm not playing a character. So let's diving in. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and to comment. It is very important. And any question that you guys have, we will reply to it. Okay. So let's dive in 100% right now. So firstly, it's crucial to identify the underlying issue. So what is the first issue that could happen? So the first issue that could happen is that your aren't sales aren't maritalizing. So what does that mean? It basically means, are you making sales or not? If you're making sales or not, well, if you're making sales, then there's another thing that we need to look out for. And if you're not making sales, then we need to, do other things. So that's the first problem. Okay. Do you have this problem? No? Let's look at the second one. Let's look at the second one. At the end, I will show the solution for each one of those. So are your sales inconsistent? Basically, sporadic basically means inconsistent. So are your sales inconsistent? Yes, they're inconsistent. So there's probably a solution for it. If not, then don't worry, I will tell you what you need to do. And lastly, if you look closely on this one, or perhaps you're experiencing a gradual decline in your sales over time. So what does that mean? It just means, okay, are your sales slightly declining like every single day? Well, we have a solution for everything. So let's look at, those points for those solutions. So no sales. What you need to understand is a good dropshipper is able to tell if he has a winning product or not. And being a good dropshipper is moving on fast. If you know when to move on fast, this is a skill of a good dropshipper. Because what is going to happen? What is going to happen is, if you don't know when to move on, or you stay too long with a product and you believe that it has potential and actually it doesn't for you, well, what's going to happen is that you're going to spend too much money. And when you're going to find that winner is just going to basically pay your debt, and you're not going to make any profit. And you're going to be in that vicious cycle of making money, paying your debt, making money, paying your debt. So you need to know how to move on. And if your product is not making sales, it's high likely because it's not a winning product, or that is too saturated. Because you can tell me, you can argue with me and tell me, Gilberto, I've seen some guys selling this product and they're making millions. Yes, but that's the problem. There's probably too much competition. So TikTok will not give you the opportunity to, have a good audience for that product, because Why will they give it to you when they can give it to someone that is already established? So you need to keep that in mind. And there's just so many products out there, guys. So move on as fast as you can. So that's the first thing. This one, it's pretty simple because you're not making sales. So it's easy, unless you get emotionally attached with the product and you really like it. But most of the time, it's pretty easy to move on. What is the other one? So the other one, it's basically when you have inconsistent sales. So if you have inconsistent sales, this could be two things. It's either you have a leftover product, so it means that a lot of people have scaled that product before, and you just have a little piece of the bread, basically the last few pieces of the bread, and you're either a little bit profitable or not profitable at all. If you see that you did all in your power to make sure that this product was viable and it isn't, then you need to move on. So how to make sure that this product is viable? Well, it's pretty simple. What you need to do is you need to test 10 different creative, but you don't need to test 10 completely different creative. Just change, if you already tested maybe 5, 6, 10 creative, take the best one and basically edit just the hook or the end of the video. Do that with a few videos and up to 10. You can, normally I change the middle of the video out of 10 creative maybe 2 times. So change on 2 creative the middle of the video. Maybe that could be the problem, but normally the hook could be a big impact on TikTok. So after you tested 10 new creative and you see nothing is doing better, then highly likely you're with a product that is dying. And you don't want to stay with a product that is dying unless you're, a little bit profitable. If you're a little bit profitable, then I would basically tell you to keep the product until it's no longer profitable, to cash out maybe a few $100s. And when it dies out, then you just move on. But if it's not profitable at all and you have tested like 10 creative, then you just move on. You just need to move on. I know this is the hardest thing to do, to move on from a product that is making sales, but that is not making crazy sales. And that's a big problem inside the dropshipping world. Why? Well, guys, a lot of people, when they test a product and they have a winning product, they're like, okay, I just made 20K in revenue. Now the product is basically a dead product that is slightly dying, but they want to milk as much as possible. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you need to know the fine line where, okay, now I need to stop or I need to move on. And most people, they don't know. So they're going to retry new creative, retry new things, reinvest, and they will end up burning their profit. So a lot of people, it's pretty common that they find winning products, they make 20K, 30K, 40K profit with their products, but now they're burning their profit because they want to transform that product in $1 million product. But not every product could become $1 million product. So they just are burning, and they end up, instead of with 40K, they will end up with maybe 5K, 6K, 4K, and they will say, hey, dropshipping is no profit, it's not profitable, it's not a viable business. Yes, it is. You just didn't control your emotions. So keep that in mind. Those things, you need to control them. So what is the point 3? Okay, so if your sales are declining and you see like you have made some sales and it has been consistent for the past few days, but it is declining little by little. This issue is 100% creative issue. So what I suggest you to do in this scenario, if you've seen that, oh, you had a rise, but now it's a low, then, and not in one day, because you can basically be profitable for 6 days in a row, but have an unprofitable day. But if you have 3 days in a row that you're unprofitable or breaking even or slightly profitable, but not as you used to, then what you need to do is you need to now test more creative. And what I suggest you is not test 10, not test 20, but test 25 creative. Give it your all. And even sometimes, you want to know something, I test up to 50 creative in those type of scenarios because I want to make sure, that I give my product the most chance as possible. I already made money with the product. I know I have a little bit on the side. I'm just going to make more videos about it. What you can do is either you can film the video yourself, but I don't suggest that because the time to order their product and it's kind of complicated. What I suggest you take videos online, edit them carefully, take the video that you already have that made you money, change the hook, and try to test those. Try to test as many variables as possible, but keep the ones that are working. If you see that the best creative works with a certain song and a certain topic, keep the same topic, but change the beginning and the end, and this will make your creative live again. Keep in mind, not every creative will last you 3 months, 2 months. Some creative will last you 3 days. Some creative will last you a month, 2 months. It really depends on what type of creative and, you know, if the audience like it or if they didn't see it previously. So there's a lot of factors that you cannot control when you have a creative. So what you need to do is you need to do a lot. So if you've made sales, you were profitable, and now it's slightly dying, take the time to really make a bunch of creative, give it your all, analyze, okay, this creative works well with this song. Let me change the beginning and the end to, you know, cycle and spike up the product again. That's what one of our, you know, students did, and I believe that he's now at 50K in revenue with his products. And yeah, that's just basically just amazing. So we want you to do the same thing. Follow those rules. Like, okay, is like, what is my problem first? You want to analyze what is your problem first. Okay, if one of those three problems, then follow one of those three solutions. I know it's not sexy. It's not exciting when you have a no sales issue, like you have no sales. It's not exciting when you have a dead product. But you know, it is what it is. So you need to move on fast, or you need to create a lot of creative. And that's what you need to do. But the beauty of it is you don't need to create brand new creative that nobody has seen before with new influencers. You can just take what has been working, edit them a little bit, and that's it, and you'll be good to go. So yeah, guys, this is the video of today. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. Wish you all an amazing rest of the day. Take care, peace out, and see you on the next video. Love you all.